I would go with Mendoza.
Yeah.
Love's great, Sayan's great. Texas A&M quarterback is fantastic. So no,
Yeah.
I would say those are the
Love's
guys.
interesting.
Yeah, Love is. That's why I was hoping that he got into Notre Dame, got in the playoff because the guy's a talent. I think he's going to be a first-round draft pick.
Oh yeah,
and
I
so,
think he'll be top 10 for sure. Okay, right off
that's
rip.
wow, right off the
Got
bat.
a dual patch, Mark Gronkowski auto, Iowa quarterback, transfer from South Dakota State.
Gosh, that's a sick one.
I thought that pack was thick, but I'm like, I don't know if you can get memes in there. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Overtime Cards podcast. I'm Tate.
And I'm Chris.
He's got filling in. So we're going to be talking about college football today. The committee just released a playoff bracket, so get our instant reactions. I'll let you go first.
Yes, it's kind of confusing. Personally, I was hoping that Notre Dame and Miami were both going to get in after Alabama's performance. I thought that the committee did a little favors, but I wish the committee also should have ranked Miami ahead of Notre Dame going into this last week. I thought there was a lot of mishandling, but hey, just an opinion, right? So but I am excited for the playoff. If there's one of the top four that I really thought Texas Tech was going to jump up.
So did I.
And I thought Georgia should have been 2. That was the other one. So that's
I just knew based off how the committee has ranked previous weeks that it was just going to be a flop unless it was like Indiana beat them by 30.
Yeah.
It was going to be one or two Ohio State, Indiana. Yeah. Indiana ended up winning. And then I thought Georgia would be 3. Obviously they're not, and then Texas Tech always was going to be 4.
Yeah.
I don't really know how they would have jumped up anymore unless obviously if Georgia lost, then that would be different. But I thought Alabama losing, they stayed the same.
Yeah.
And they're favored against Oklahoma.
I didn't understand that, but it's more the power of the SEC. It really is.
Yeah, and I think it's still Alabama.
Yep, it is.
It's not with Saban, but I would have lowered them, but I think the group of 5 gets 2 representatives. Tulane, Jake Retzloff gets the last laugh against BYU.
He sure does.
I guess what did you think about BYU? I thought they should have been in. They lose to the 4th-ranked team twice. Those were their only 2 losses.
Yeah. As you guys probably know, I'm a Utah fan, but no.
Me too.
But for sure, I really did think BYU deserved it.
Yeah.
You lose to, as you said, Texas Tech twice. I do like the group of 5. Don't get me wrong, Tulane and James Madison. I don't know if we should have 2 of them in. But that's just the way the committee has put it for this year. I'm pretty sure they're going to have some more changes next year.
Yep.
But that's kind of why it's a fluid situation.
I think it would have helped so much if the Pac-12 was still a thing instead of Power 4 and Power 5. Same thing happened last year with Boise.
Yeah. Was that and SMU kind of the same kind of a thing too?
Yeah.
It's great year, but are they really going to make a run? And I want to make sure you get the best. Personally, the best teams. I would say.
Personally, me and Chauncey talk about Brawl of the Wild all the time. Montana State. For those of you that don't know, we were just talking about it before this. I love the group of 5, and I obviously like the FCS, but I like that the group of 5 will have representation no matter what. Now 2, I don't know. That's why I don't like Power 4s.
Yeah.
I wish the Pac-12 would have stayed, so you could never have that. Boise last year, they only got the 4 seed because. 1, Ashton Genty was their whole offense. He should have won the Heisman.
Yes, very
Too
much
bad
so.
he didn't stay for another year because he would have won the Heisman this year.
Easily would have won that.
But that's I feel like we might not see that ever again.
No.
Especially going forward, just how much it's going to change.
Yeah.
With the SEC and Big Ten are going to be. They're probably going to have 30 teams each in the next 5 years.
I would say that's what it's leading to is they know they kind of got the Power 4 now, right? It's going to be Power 2, Power 3, but that's just the way college football is now, and that's hopefully they can figure this out. I really do think there'll be changes to the playoff though next year.
Yeah.
It didn't work this year, but also they're going to have expansion. I really wouldn't mind. There was one of our customers that said, hey, we should do a 64 team like the NCAA, which would be nuts. Don't get me wrong, but I really wouldn't mind 24.
Really?
I don't see a reason why not. With all the transfers going on in the portal, right, and all these different universities, is that you're never going to have that true, in my opinion, powerhouse over and over and over, right? You're not the great teams, but you're never going to have that powerhouse. So every year is kind of a little fluid, right? And then you have Indiana with Cagnati or Sting, which is freaking crazy. And then you got Kiffin now going to LSU. So all these coaches are kind of fluid. and then you're just going to have the best 24 teams and let it be, because as we know, the Bulls have kind of stopped really caring with the transfer portal. A lot
Yeah.
of people have stopped playing now.
Yep.
So let's make the bowl games meaningful again. And that's where I think the last 4 or 5 years haven't been as meaningful as they should be.
Right. And Utah's going to play Nebraska with Dylan Raiola. He's out with an injury before, but like he's not playing in the game.
No, he's not.
I mean, he's not going to the draft, but he's not going to play.
Nope.
Like Devin Dampier, I don't know if he's going to play. Like,
yeah, there'll be a lot of guys that probably don't play in this for all different reasons. And again, I don't think there's anything wrong. Like, don't get me wrong, back in the days that everyone played, but now it's different. The game's different. Everything's changed. So I don't think it's a bad thing if they don't play, because they're getting ready for the draft, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's insurance policies, but that can only carry so much. Yeah. So, you get ready for it and move on.
What you said with the transfers, there's just got to be, you have to sit out a year if you transfer. Yep. Like the first time you transfer, that's fine.
Yeah.
But you can't have these transfers that just hop from school to school to school. I mean, you see it in high school, but like in college, I mean, it makes
it tough. And that's why I'm saying there's going to be some different things going on in college football, and really college athletics.
Oh,
there will be changes from the NIL to how long you got to stay. They've always said the coaches could leave whenever, and that hurt the players. Now it's vice versa. The players can leave whenever, and it hurts the coaches. They need to come up with a happy medium, and hopefully the two big powers, the Big Ten and SEC, and then even the Big Four, if you want to go the whole Power Four, they all just come in agreement that, hey, enough's enough.
Yeah.
This is what the contract is. You're committed to it, and then at that point, we can maybe get some unity back in college football.
I just don't think would you call it tampering with LSU and Ole Miss? I would with Lane Kiffin. There's just no way he's able to just leave his team in the college football playoff. They're hosting a game when this podcast drops the same day.
Yes, exactly.
It just doesn't even make sense. And then if, say, Florida were to make the college football playoff, their coach from South Florida, I forget his name, but he's able to coach if that was the case for them. And Virginia Tech, who knows what James Franklin. But
then so a little, going back in time when we had our change, right, with Urban Meyer and Kyle Whittingham. It worked back then, but now it doesn't work.
No.
When Urban got to finish out with that and the youth, but I get where Ole Miss is like, you know what, Lane, you left us high and dry. You shouldn't coach. And I really do believe that. I don't think he should coach, but because it's different time now. Right. Before, you could stick around and do that and do it for the kids and do it for the whole thing, but it's just different time now.
I don't think you shouldn't be able to negotiate with a coach that is still in the season, regardless if they're 11-1 or 1-11.
Yep. And that's even with the transfer guys.
And with players too,
100%.
Like I just don't know how there's not regulations to that. But I guess when you expand NIL and have all that madness, and then the committee I don't know. I couldn't really believe that Lane Kiffin was able to accept an offer when he was not fired.
Yeah.
Like if you're fired and you're James Franklin, that I get that, but like imagine
it's the
vibe
Wild West.
it
truly is.
Like imagine the vibe in Ole Miss's locker room.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you either get way motivated or your season's just in shambles, because that was why you came to Ole Miss to play for Lane Kiffin.
Very much so.
It's just insane.
And then we'll see guys and that's the crazy part. You'll see players not playing the playoff games, that they're truly going to go to LSU now. And that might be their second string guy. It might be their third string guy or some of their starters. Yeah. But there will be guys that will not play.
Right.
I guarantee it. They'll go, and because they're transferring to LSU. They're like, because they have another year for sure to go play. And so I get it. Yeah.
And I mean, we could talk about it all day, but like when the transfer portal opens, especially in the spring and then in the fall, how you like at Utah State, Bronco Mendenhall did this past year, going into this season. He didn't have media availability for the entire spring or fall camp. I know it was for fall camp. Maybe for spring ball he didn't, because he knew that he had guys that would leave if they were able to be poached, because they'd be offered millions of dollars to go play at a Power 4 school.
Yep.
Like Rasul Faison, he was a running back. He actually went to Snow College.
He did. Yes, he did go to Snow.
Go
Badgers.
Yeah, and then he transfers at South Carolina.
Yeah.
And he was planning on staying at Utah State, from what I remember, I think. But it's just like that should not happen. But one transfer dude that's a Heisman finalist, Diego Pavia, is a good example of like how it should be. You transfer once, stay, make an impact. Yeah. And hopefully, things go their best. But I wanted to talk about Heisman.
Yeah, the Heisman's going to be a close race this year. I don't know if there's a true clear-cut winner. They're a bunch of great guys, So what's kind of your thoughts? What are you thinking?
I think my number one's Fernando Mendoza. I mean, best team in the country. the turnaround Kurt Signetti has had coming from James Madison. Imagine Oregon loses to James Madison and then JMU goes and plays Indiana.
Be amazing.
I mean, they're like 21-point underdogs at Oregon. It's probably not happening.
Yeah.
But that would be crazy. So Fernando Mendoza, transfer from Cal. He's
100%.
insane.
Nope, I'll go with that.
I think he's going to be, when the finalists drop, I think he's going to be number one. And I think he probably wins it unless they lose like they did this past week, like past year.
I would say it's his. You know, that I would go with Mendoza. You know, Love's great, Sayan's great. You know, Texas A&M quarterback is fantastic. So no, I would say those are the
Love's
guys.
Interesting.
Yeah, Love is. That's why I was hoping that he got into the Notre Dame, got in the playoff because the guy's a talent. You know, I think he's going to be a first-round draft pick.
Oh yeah, I think he'll be top 10 for sure.
But you know, I would say those are going to be. But Mendoza right now, I'd say he deserves it. He's been great. And so I would go with that.
Yeah. And then in order, I'd probably go Pavia second. Just the impact that one player makes for a program is insane. I mean, if you guys remember Vanderbilt, awful football team. Like,
haven't been good since Jay Cutler.
Like, he went to Vanderbilt.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Jay Cutler.
But like throughout my whole entire lifetime, I've never once thought of like Vanderbilt football. Always their baseball team.
Yep. Always.
And if your universities, like, I mean, I love baseball, but football and basketball drive the university.
Yep.
And if you're talking about their baseball team more than your football team, that's bad.
Yeah.
But Diego Pavia transfers from New Mexico State, which is just a crazy place to transfer from.
Good old Cruces.
And then he could win the Heisman if it weren't for them missing the playoff.
And then on the side note, their family's pretty crazy to go out and watch them out. They're always on social media. It's amazing.
That is
true.
Yeah,
so Pavia, they wrestled up. So that would have been great too if they're in the playoff. You see the Pavia family there and see what's going on the side. That would have been pretty cool. That Vandy makes a great run and kind of like the Gronkowskis. The Pavia family's out doing their thing too. So,
he's like a modern. I wouldn't even say modern day but with NIL, he's like a Johnny Manziel. I feel like Johnny Football would have gotten so much more money.
Oh gosh.
But like Pavia, he reminds me of him. Just he's like in sporting events, UFC fights.
Yes,
he's
very
like
much so.
Head of college football, maybe some may say, other than Mendoza's post game interviews.
Yeah,
like those are
last one,
those are funny.
Those are great.
He definitely takes on the persona of his head coach.
Oh,
like
very
Kurt
much so.
Signetti's funny to watch and media.
And I just have so much respect. He had any job that he wanted to this year. And for him to stick and say, hey, you know what, I'm going to build up Indiana football. I will always be following Indiana football just for him.
Yeah. I mean, his line, I just win, Google me.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly. That's
so
what
tough.
it is. Yeah,
so
he
tough.
is. He's amazing.
Yeah. Other guys that I would say, Julian Sain, like you said, from Ohio State, their quarterback. I don't think he wins it, but if they win a natty, maybe. And then Jeremiah Love, obviously. And then I like Jacob Rodriguez, linebacker from Texas Tech. Yeah. He was not going to win it, but I like it's kind of like the MVP in the NFL. It's like it's a quarterback award.
Very much so.
And I like to see different players of positions win it.
And he's a difference maker on the field. When he's on the field, he causes ruckus.
And I love that Texas Tech is trying to get him in the finalists by putting him in on offense and racking up rushing touchdowns. I think it's so funny.
Yes.
I would love that, but yeah, I mean, maybe Jeremiah Smith, but I mean, he had 11 touchdowns, over 1,000 yards. I don't think
it's going to go to the quarterback. Yeah, he wasn't as dominant as he. And don't get me wrong, he might be the first pick next year. But yeah, truly, he's going to be an NFL talent for years to come. But it wasn't just due for that.
I just don't. It wasn't flashy enough for the media to vote for him. I feel like as it was last year when he just as a true freshman. I feel like that helps too. Yeah, just like a true freshman's coming into Ohio State, but that happens all the time. Yeah. And Carnell Tate is really good. Yeah,
great too.
So I think that steals some touches from him. But, I think it's Mendoza and then Pavia.
I would agree too. Yep, I would agree.
Neck and neck.
Yeah.
But
I'll go Mendoza. I think Mendoza pulls it out.
I do too. But let's get to this. I'll let you describe Bowman Best.
All right,
but
cool.
This is
so
an awesome
Bowman
box.
Best is one of our brand new products of the year. So had Bowman Chrome for the first release. That had your 2 autos. Bowman Best, you do get 4 autos, 4 packs. Biggest thing that you're chasing on this one, so you got a bunch of new inserts and parallels for those. So your new inserts are going to be your Send to the House, Workhorse, and Bowman Showcase. Your parallels, they do got a couple ones. You got your black, orange, purple lava, yellow lava, and the shimmers. And then also for the one that we're trying to pull is going to look for your dual auto or your triple autograph. So we can pull all those. So Sayan Mendoza, all the guys are in this, your top dudes. So Bowman has been Bowman U Best has been fantastic so far at the shop. Numerous hits have been done, and
Awesome.
so yeah, you get 4 autos, and so yeah.
The only thing why is Avery Johnson and Kevin Jennings on the
Yeah,
cover.
the cover, yeah, that was a little different, but you know,
I mean, it's sick. I like
it
it,
is.
but
But yeah, so I wasn't expecting when I saw that. I was all,
oh,
man, Kansas State, he was just here, and so yeah, but no, Avery doing that. But yeah, there's a lot of great hits still in here, and then that's the big chase too, is you're still going through the college football playoff. Come here, pull out some of your best guys, and so a lot of great hits are still in.
yeah.
So yeah, go ahead and
Let's
go
do
first,
it.
man.
Like you said, 4 autos, so 1 in every pack. Matt Lauder, tight end from Boise State. Carson Beck, Rocco Beck. We got a throwback here.
So Rocco Beck, little story. So a little way before your time. So his dad was Anthony Beck for the New York Jets. So yeah. So
really?
yeah. So he was one of
There's
the Jet
our
legend.
auto, DeAndre Moore Jr. I think he looks like he's a wide receiver.
Well, maybe we get Dante Moore now.
Oh, that would be sweet.
That'd be great
That would
too.
be a huge hit. But yeah, there's our auto. Denzel Boston, Rocco Beck to 50.
That works.
That's a good hit. Kind of looks like Clever Blast a little bit.
Oh yeah, it does. So that'd be your gold shimmer. So yeah, that would have been sorry, my bad. That's your yellow lava.
Oh,
so, yeah.
that's actually sweet. That's a great pull. And then we got a John Mateer. That's
good.
Cool,
Oklahoma. So Oklahoma, Bama,
insert.
right there.
That's sweet.
That's your insert.
Nate Frazier, Dallas Wilson, Harrison Wallace. That's a good first pack.
Yeah, not bad. All right, let's see what we can get here.
Pavia would be sweet.
That would be.
All
so right. Cool. Oh, we got a little Texas Tech there. Baron Morton.
Okay.
Katron Allen, little Penn State. Marcel Reed, Texas A&M. So I think A&M is going to go for a little run here.
Oh yeah.
All right. So our fourth card is going to be our Sawyer Robertson. That's going to be our Baylor. That's going to be our auto. That's going to be the best of 2025. So great one. So the best of 2025 autograph is going to be one of your top autos. That's going to be, it's the first time they've ever done that in this product. So fantastic. We'll take that. Yeah.
He's a good.
Then you got Harrison Wallace, Kanye Udo. I believe that's how you say it over there for ASU. Field Day. That would be Colorado. Yep. Caden Salter. John Mateer again. Oh, this is going to be your showpieces. So the showpiece is going to be one of your top inserts. Little action there. And then Noah Tyson. If Tyson could have stayed healthy for ASU.
Oh.
Him and Levitt. It might have been.
Levitt.
Might have been pretty tough for them to get out. I think
Levitt might be a Lane Kiffin edition at LSU.
I would not doubt that at all. I can see Kiffin for sure coming to grab some of that.
Maybe Virginia Tech. Oh, okay. Right off rip.
Wow. Right off the bat.
A dual patch, Mark Gronkowski auto, Iowa quarterback, transfer from South Dakota State.
Gosh, that's a sick one.
I thought that pack was thick, but I'm like, I didn't know if you can get mems in there.
Yeah, you can get mems, but it's usually the fourth card. It's not like the first card.
That's crazy.
That works.
That's sweet. Well, we have thick sleeves.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
All right, then our next one is Whit Weeks, Lane Kiffin's daughter's, I think,
boyfriend. Oh, yes, that is his, yep.
At a 99. So what'd you say this one was called? The green?
That's going to green your lava. That's going to be your green lava and green shimmer. So that's green
so
shimmer.
Tough. That is so tough. Speaking of Sam Levitt, dude, these packs are juiced.
Yeah, they are.
At a 199, Sam Levitt.
And that's the beauty of Bowman's best. So you always have your Bowman, and then you got your best. This is the side of it. Yeah. That's amazing.
Kevin Jennings, I meant, for making the grade. Bryce Underwood from Michigan.
That could be the future Heisman next couple years.
Then Anthony Hill and Denzel Boston.
Cool.
Wow.
All right, let's see what we got. Last pack magic.
That's crazy.
So I would say 4 autos have been fantastic. Get a patch auto for sure. All right, so we're going to go with the 4th. So we're going to go Aiden Childs, Michigan State. We're going to get this Kevin Jennings, little SMU cover boy. So now we're going to switch it and get these in the back.
Take that last.
All right. Anthony Hall Jr., a little Texas action. A little disappointed. I know Texas had 3 losses.
Yeah.
I really wish that they just didn't play some bad football the first year because I really didn't think that they might have had a run in them.
I just hope it doesn't affect like team scheduling in the future, earlier, like non-conference games like that. But you can't lose to Florida.
Yeah, you just can't. No, you can't lose. Speaking of another cover boy, Kevin Jennings, number 175. It's going to be your red lava.
Back to back.
That's great. Colin Simmons, send the house. So, yep, a little defensive action. Linebacker. Check that out. Send the house.
I like that. The inserts in here are so cool.
Jeez, Cadence Salter. So that is called, was that that might be the orange lava. And that is a sick little buffaloes.
Oh yeah, that's the dark horse. I got
Yeah,
one of those
dark
too.
horse. Right,
I got a
sweet.
Drumatier one. That
Colin
one's sweet.
Simmons for Texas again. Got Eli Stowers Vandy action. Speaking of Vandy, and this should be our next one's auto. Got Lee Beebe Jr. So Indiana gonna lead them to the championship. Okay, you're going Baylor, so I'm going back-to-back Baylor guys here. And sure enough, we got Dawson Pendergrass. So yeah, so that's our running back there for Baylor, number 2.
I was like, no way you pulled
150. I know that would have been great to get Robertson. But no, fantastic. No, Bowman, Bowman has always been a top of the line product for football and baseball. And then when they put out their best variation, that's great. So fantastic.
I mean, that
inserts are fantastic.
That surprised me. The Smart Gronkowski.
Yeah, you'll take that all day long.
That's sweet. But yeah.
No, fantastic, man. Thanks for ripping the box.
Oh yeah, thank you for letting us do that. Make sure you guys stop in the store.
Yes.
Stop in the shop. Come get some product. I mean, this is juice. Like my packs were great. Sam Levitt. You get big names in this too. It's 100%. Not like 13 quarterback for Georgia or like James Madison's receiver. Like
nope. And that's what Bowman has done. Fanatics has done is through the NIL stuff. And they've been able to reach out to the college, and so you are getting the best guys. And so it's not that everyone's not, but those guys are truly ones that everyone's chasing, and so it gives a good choice for every customer.
Totally, and this is a fun rip. Come by the shop and grab it. So thank you for coming on the podcast.
Hey, thanks, Tate. Thanks for having me, man. I haven't been on the Sidekick
Dude, I know.
It's been great,
and it's best time of year.
Yes, it is.
Playoff football and both college football and the NFL is coming up, so that'll be really fun. But make sure you guys subscribe to the podcast. Make sure you guys like it, turn on post notifications. And go follow the Instagram as well, so you can stay up to date on all the latest news that the shop has and all the latest rips. Because we post these will probably be going on our Instagram. So go.
I'm always posting up on the gram.
Go follow that. We literally have like a stand to like take pictures of cards. So go follow that. It's @overtimecards on Instagram, and follow us on Twitter as well. So thank you guys so much for listening. We'll see you guys in the next one.
All right, thanks.